Hey there, Mr. File. How's it going today?
It's going great. How are
You
you?
looked a little distracted right there. I'm sorry.
I was checking my text or emails because you sent me a link, and it's been a busy morning.
All right, and here comes our very special guest. There he is.
What's going on?
It's Thursday. That's what's going on.
And it's rainy.
Oh, wow, it's Thursday? Who can tell these days?
And it's gloomy. And we're all sitting at home. Although I will say, looking at the 3 video pictures I have on my screen, your wall does not match ours.
No.
Wait, no, I didn't have much say into what went into my wall.
Nobody wanted pictures of sports, Michael Jordan hanging on the wall and Kobe Bryant.
There's a squirrel, there's a picture of a cat, and a lot of the word love up there.
Did you say you have a squirrel up there?
Yes.
Okay, so can I I'm very curious. I'm intrigued now. Why the squirrel?
I'm not 100% sure it has something to do with Kaylee's sorority when she was in college. Like it was a mascot or something. Maybe, I don't know if sororities have mascots, but here we are with
I was never in one, so I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Well, see, I think what you've just learned, Mr. Murphy, is that when you get engaged and you cohabitate, you find out that your stuff is bad.
Right. Cohabitate.
Well, no, the is you just being there. Your
Right,
stuff
yes.
is gone. Because I will tell you, there's not anything in this house that's mine anymore. Nothing.
Well,
Got some
it's
stuff
ours.
in the backyard. Does that count in the garage?
That's a hoop.
Yeah.
All your sports equipment.
Yeah.
see though, if you look behind me, I did have some say in the basement though.
Yeah,
So
but it's
I-
out of the way.
I
You're in a
have
corner.
a space.
Right.
Yeah, but at least I have a space.
Well, at
And
least
it's actually a good size space too. So.
Right. It is a good size space. I've seen it, and your wife is in on that, so it's okay. But I will say that if I'm going to pick who's decorating, it's okay. It's a nice picture. I'm okay. The color scheme, whatever. Oh, you want me to move the heavy couch? I'll do that for you. I can do that. I'm fine. Mr. Murphy's looking around going,
He's like, "What couch do I have to move now?"
I'm like, I didn't pick any of this.
you did not.
I'm in some of the pictures. Does that count?
Yeah,
Well, you're in it.
If you helped,
Create.
did you have any like veto? So when years back when my wife and I were getting married, we did like the whole registering, for all the different stuff for the wedding and the plates and the whatever. I didn't care about most of it. Like it didn't really matter to me one way or the other. And so it was basically my future wife at the time, but she would ask, are you okay with this or do you hate it? Like, cause if I didn't hate it, like it was fine, like, whatever. So I had sort of like a little bit of a veto there. If I absolutely hated something, but I didn't have a strong yes on anything except.
Then it's a go for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
the silverware. Silverware, actually, I did have an opinion because I didn't want, like, some silverware is too light.
Light.
I wanted
Like it's flimsy.
Yeah, you need some good eating iron.
Well, okay, and that brings us to this. All right. I wasn't even going to go there, but since you brought it there,
We found our way.
All right.
we
see you
always do.
guys.
Are you going to go get it out of the microwave? Have you been nuking it for 7 hours? Okay, so we need to step back. Okay, so during 7th grade lunch, the 3 of us have lunch together. And Mr. Murphy has, it really all started when we were talking about Hot Pockets, right? And Pizza Pockets, when you nuke them or you cook them, they come out and the inside is lava. And we created a scale, the Hot Pocket scale or something like that, where because you bite into a Hot Pocket and there's always some that pops out and then burns your face. So one day, Mr. Murphy, and he's got a verb now. It's called Murphing it.
He doesn't look very excited about this story, Mr. File. I think he's still looking around the room thinking like, none of this.
I've got none of this here. just my clothes.
No, I'm
And
just
he didn't
thinking
get to pick
about
out
my tongue that doesn't have any sensation.
Are you getting better?
I choose not to answer.
You would think you'd have time to work on this. So at
Um,
lunch, Mr. Murphy nukes his food like many of us, except for Mr. Wawara, who only eats a salad. So let's be honest with you.
And that doesn't go in the microwave very well.
That doesn't go in the microwave.
That's bad.
So he'll nuke his food. Let's say a typical nuke would be 30 seconds. He microwaves his food for 30. Most people would nuke it for 30 seconds, and it's fine. It's hot. He would put it in for about 4 minutes.
You got to make sure the whole thing gets hot. You do it
Oh,
for 30 seconds, and the outside just gets hot.
But you could.
Whatever.
Do
go on.
you stir, like you could stir and then another 30 seconds, like you could do it in increments.
Yeah, I take it out, stir, and then put it in for another 4 minutes.
So when he eats it, please demonstrate what happens when you eat this lava food.
Well, so many people choose to blow on their food before it's in their mouth. I tend to suck in the air while the food's in my mouth so that it kind of gets the breeze going while it's in there. So I start tasting it, so I get more time tasting the food. Because when you're blowing on your food, you don't get to taste it. So I blow on it while it's already in my mouth. I lose a couple of taste buds, but overall,
It's okay.
I think
They'll grow back. They'll grow back.
But at some point, there's the cost benefit of you have no more taste buds, so you can't taste anything anyway. Or you could try and cool the food and preserve the taste buds you have left. I don't know if they grow back or not.
I don't know. But it's called when you eat food that's too hot, and now we've all done that.
Yeah, it happens.
Right. We've all done that. What makes it Murphing it is that he keeps doing it. And then he'll eat it and then take another bite.
anytime soon.
Now,
Love me or hate me, I am who I am.
Dude, we don't hate you. We love you.
we do. Now, when you do you cook the meals at all at home now?
Oh, I cook everything.
Okay. So when you serve like dinner, does she wait till things are cooled to eat it, or does she also just go for that super hot food?
She's actually worse than me. Like last night, I made some mac and cheese, and I put mine in a bowl. I put hers in a bowl, and she said, "Can you put mine in the microwave for a minute?" Fresh off the stove. Fresh off the stove.
Okay. Hold on, I don't even understand that. Why?
So we are a microwave positive household.
All right. Did you put anything in the macaroni and cheese? What kind of
I
macaroni?
put a little buffalo chicken. She just put sriracha and extra cheese.
Is it Kraft macaroni and cheese?
Of course, frozen shapes.
Of course. Which you seem to get less in those boxes. I don't know. I'm not.
You do get less.
It's more fun.
Yeah, it's more fun. I think it tastes better.
See,
She likes the noodles.
All right. See, I put hot dogs and peas in my macaroni and cheese. Peas for color.
I'm a purist. I just go with just the mac and cheese, maybe a little extra shredded cheese on top, but I don't like to mix it with other stuff.
You don't nuke it for an extra minute? You don't?
No.
Is she working today or is she home today?
She is working today. We are trying to work through some insurance stuff, but I'm talking to her, but she is right now on the front line working the COVID unit at her facility.
Yes, which we know.
I'm sorry. Is she nurse? Like what? I don't know what she does exactly.
So she works in a rehab facility. So essentially people who are sick or post-surgery, they still need to be in medical care, but they don't want to pay for the hospital anymore. Their facility is kind of like halfway between a hospital and going home. So it's a lot of older people that still need medical care but aren't ready to go home yet.
Got it.
So a lot of them are at risk to get the disease. So they kind of have a small outbreak. They have a separate wing. They're keeping everybody isolated. But Kaylee, who is one of the more experienced nurses, they keep pushing her to work that unit. And she's wearing pretty much a hazmat suit every
gear.
day.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see coming home and having a box of macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. It's during the week, it's a lot of come home, take a nap, wake up, eat dinner, go to bed.
And watch TV.
Right. Yeah, of
So
course.
what are we watching?
Right now we're rewatching House.
Ooh, I love
Do you get
House.
to? I should have asked. Do you get to help select what you watch?
For the most part.
Is it your TV?
When I'm going around, she'll watch Big Brother, which I can't stand that show. My
Is it
sister
your
and my mom watched my entire upbringing. I'm like, okay, this is just the dumbest thing in the world.
is it your TV?
Yeah. I mean, we have one TV in the living room, and then
Is it,
one
and
TV
it's
in the
yours,
bedroom.
right?
Yeah.
There it is.
But I also have a second TV up here that sometimes, normally if there's a game on, I'll have the game on.
Right.
Watching something else on the big TV, but now it's like, okay, there's no games on. So sometimes I'll play my golf video game.
Okay. Do you play any other video games besides golf?
Animal Crossing.
No, I'm not a video game fan. Just the Golf Club 2019. Sometimes some Tiger Woods.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
And he's got that right there.
Yeah.
I think we interrupted a game.
Yeah. Did you pause the game for us?
No, not yet. But a lot of times when I'm on Zoom chats, I'm also playing. Sometimes with other teachers.
Hold on. What platform are you playing?
It is an Xbox One that my buddy actually lent me. The only system that I own is a PlayStation 2. And my buddy,
Aren't they on PlayStation 17 now?
yeah, I don't know.
They're only on
play
4.
They're on 4.
5 comes out later on this year.
But my buddy had an extra Xbox, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to play online with us during the quarantine?" I'm like, "Are you sure? You're just gonna give me an Xbox for a month?" And he's like, "Yeah, I have an extra one." I'm like, "Who has an extra Xbox?"
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You know what? Never mind. I retract my question. Give me the Xbox.
I may have to get the game. So, because I have an Xbox One, I play Xbox as well.
Oh, it's a fun game. I actually got a cool headset like yours.
Is there a lot of trash talk in online golf?
Not when we're swinging.
Oh, there's
still have to follow the rules.
There's still
rules. Yeah.
Which I've never understood that about golf. Like, I don't understand if you're a professional in any other sport, you're expected to perform with whatever other noise
loud arena
that's there. Why is it in golf?
The etiquette from
there's such very different etiquette that's there. And it's similar in tennis as well. Like it's a little bit louder, but
the etiquette stems from back in the past.
bunch of old snobby sticks in the mud.
Right, where you don't interrupt other people while they're swinging. Now, when I play golf, I don't care if people are talking. Just don't you're talking. Like if I'm at the tee box and I'm teeing off, if you're talking, I can play through it. But if you start talking in the middle of it, that's when it's a problem. So like if you two were having a conversation while I'm teeing off, that's fine. But then if you decide to strike up a conversation when I'm right, hey, did you see that thing last night? Then that throws me all off.
I still think if you are skilled, you can tune it out. I mean, other athletes have to do it. You can do it too. I don't play golf. I mean, so I'll admit that full on, but I don't understand.
You don't want to join our top.
Golf would be much more interesting to me if there was trash talk and better obstacles. Like I want the giant versions of the mini golf obstacles on the real course. That would make it more entertaining for me. I've never actually real golfed in my entire life.
Oh, well, I enjoy it. We do play, Mr. Murphy and I do play Top Golf League. And if you'd like to come out there, there's plenty of trash talk for that, even while we're hitting.
Okay.
Yeah. And some very good food.
Yes. Remember that you were there for the
Mega Burger.
The Mega Burger. It fed 5 people.
I've heard you tell me about Mega Burger, but didn't they change it? It's like it's gone.
Yeah, they got rid of it.
Yeah, it had like a 3-foot circumference.
Yeah, it was.
That would be phenomenal.
And you got 2 pounds of fries. They just gave you a bag of fries. It was awesome.
It's a good meal.
It was a good meal. It was really good. But then they got rid of it. And then now we can't play Top Golf.
You can't play Top. Yeah. Although some golf places are opening. with like you can go in pairs. Because I was driving home the other day and I saw there's a golf course I passed and I saw two guys out there.
Yes, you go in pairs and then you tee off like every 15 minutes and you have to walk.
Yeah, I've played 8 out of the last 9 days.
Wow.
Do you play with different people or do you have a set partner? Like, hey, just the two of you go?
No, we have like a group chat of like 8 or 9 guys that I'll go. I've probably played with 6 of them in those times.
Okay. Rotate through.
We're all members at a course in Woodridge, so we play for free.
Oh, well, excuse us. I'm sorry. Wow.
No,
members.
I am not a member.
No, I'm not either. But then again, Mr. Murphy's got time.
Right. I don't have a wife yet. I don't have kids yet.
Right. So, no, you have a wife. It's not legally yet.
True. I already don't make decisions.
Yeah, look at your house. You're going to walk around your house today going, not mine, not mine, not mine. Oh, that
she's going to come home and it's going to be sports posters everywhere.
Yeah, just reject. I mean, you've got nothing else to do the rest of the day. What time does she get home? Like
around 4. So I got like 6 hours.
You got plenty of time.
You could totally.
And then I'll tell her it was Mr. File and Mr. Wawara. Those are the people that you can talk to that cause this decoration.
Start small. Just pick one thing to swap out, and
like
just
one of the
see
pictures
how long
behind
it takes
you.
To know. Yeah, just one of those things on the shelf, and just put something, like a little Michael Jordan or something.
Okay, you have one over your left shoulder that's got the black frame right there. Yes,
it's actually a drawing that she did, so I can't do that one.
Oh, okay, yeah, fine.
But over there,
oh yes,
4 pictures of us. So I can slowly swap those out.
Yeah, just swap out one of them.
You just swap out one of them, put Michael Jordan up there, or LeBron, or somebody, Kobe.
So right before I moved out of my parents' house a couple of years ago, we had this it's like a tree, and it's like a family tree, and it's a bunch of pictures of me, my sister, my parents. I swapped out one of the pictures for Harambe without telling my parents. And it took 2 years before my dad texted our family group chat saying, "Why is there a picture of a monkey on our wall?"
See, that's when you know people are using it because you noticed.
I say I don't know if you have good Photoshop skills or something. It'd be great to put like you with an athlete instead of
just put her,
just like swap out her for Jordan or somebody, because then it would be less noticeable. Just there's still 2 people.
That could be. There's your project. To slowly.
Now you've got something to do.
You've got something to do.
Maybe I'll call up Miss Nielsen and be like, "Hey, can you help me out here?"
She would be. Yes, I'm sure she would.
Yeah, that would be awesome. See, that's a subtle passive aggressive thing that you can do to reclaim it, Patrick. Reclaim it.
Especially since I'm the one spending my entire life here right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Except when you're golfing.
When you're out golfing. Good for you.
But that's allowed. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah, but not today.
No.
Well, no.
Well, it stopped raining.
If you're quick.
I've been texting the guy I'm supposed to play with, and we're kind of
so you had plans to golf today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're members. I forgot. I literally just. Yeah, exactly.
Don't you forget.
I will. I'm sorry.
No, we're drinking us fancy juice there.
My berry juice.
It's his morning prep before golfing juice.
Right. I had it made by my butler.
Looks a lot like you.
Yes. I call myself butler sometimes.
Yeah, just wears a different hat when he's doing different jobs.
Our over-under today was whether you'd be wearing a hat and it'd be backwards. I said you'd be wearing a hat and it would be backwards.
Yeah. Mr. File wins.
I only have backwards hats. I don't have any forward hats.
I know. Turn it around. Let's see what you look like with a forward-looking hat. See, he's more of a backwards hat-looking guy.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
I'm used to it, yeah.
It's either backwards hat or the bucket hat. One of those two.
What's a bucket hat?
I can't do the backwards.
Oh, get my bucket hat.
Hey, did you
This is
see
my
when he
favorite
turned the
hat.
camera and we saw the wall?
Yes.
Decorated well.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
yes. I remember
yes.
that hat.
Yes, that hat. Yeah.
This is the best hat in the world. This is my golf hat.
I was going to say that's your golf hat.
Yeah, that's a good shade
being
hat.
Yes, being Irish, I burn like crazy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Except the mouth. It's immune apparently to fire and everything else.
Yep,
But-
impervious to heat.
It's been trained.
When you do you ever make s'mores and roast marshmallows and stuff like that? When they catch
yeah.
on fire, do you just put them directly
Yeah.
in, or do
Yeah,
you?
you can either blow on it or you can start tasting it right away. I mean, the saliva puts the fire out.
It's true.
Because you see it and your mouth starts salivating and you're like, oh,
Right.
it's going to...
And then I put the chocolate and graham cracker in my mouth as well.
Yeah, it builds. You can taste it all together anyway.
Right, you're just wasting time building the s'more outside your mouth.
That makes sense.
You
I'm gonna
know-
have to try that next time.
To be young again.
I'm just over here playing chess. You guys are playing checkers.
I don't get it. That's a young reference. I don't...
All right, Mr. Murphy. This was a good time. I enjoyed chatting
I'm glad
with
you
today.
joined us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
anytime.
I'm glad we could bring you into the nothing in the house is yours. I'm glad we could clear up the Murphing it.
Yeah,
to know
this
that
actually wasn't that enjoyable for me.
Yeah, he feels bad about himself and where he lives now.
Yes,
He's
but
gonna-
we
just
get
the
to
rest of the
live.
day.
We get to live vicariously through him finding out this is exactly what happens to everyone.
Just remember, do you have a basement?
Ew.
Reclaim the basement.
Don't let that go.
No,
That's
And
my
she'll
stronghold.
yeah, she'll
That's
probably
it.
be fine with that because that most people don't get to see that.
Right.
That's
Especially
why
since
all
our
this
basement
stuff is
isn't
down
finished.
Right. Just why, like Mr. Wawara has all that Star Wars stuff because when you walk in, oh, look how beautiful it is. Oh, that stuff's down there.
All done here.
Oh, something that's up your guys' alley.
Yes.
What I've been doing the last 2 days is watching
Drawing
Lord of
maps?
the Rings. Watching Lord of the Rings for the first time.
Very good. How far? How did you finish the whole thing, or where are you at?
I am about 2/3 of the way done with Two Towers.
Oh,
Are you watching the extended, like director's cut version, or just the regular one? Do you even know?
I think the regular one that was on like Independent Film Channel or something.
Okay. And your thoughts so far? Because I think they're fantastic.
I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, so it's kind of similar, and I like it a lot.
yeah, okay. There's parts where it drags. Like,
Yeah,
alright,
there's a
come on.
lot of dialogue, a lot of kind of remembering what's going on in all the different places.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and there's a lot of
I-
hobbits.
yeah. And there's a lot of like, why are they showing this? But then it always connects.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very good storytelling. The movies are very well done. In fact, I know Mr. Dexter's not here, so I could say this. I think the movies are actually better than the books in this case. Most cases, books are better. But in this case, if you read the books, you don't get a good sense for some of the action and just the emotion, I don't think is as good as it is.
The atmosphere of the situation.
Well, and I had a hard time following the books because I couldn't place people and things. There's too many hobbits. But in the movies, I could follow along. Yeah, nice.
So
I like that he's educating himself. He's getting into. I mean, you've changed, Mr. Murphy. You've changed.
He's a different man. He's a better man for it.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
There he is. He's a better man.
Well, sports aren't on, so I got to do something. I got to watch something.
Yeah, that's true. You could always read a book
I already read a book.
back in college.
Yeah, Holes.
That's right. That's another thing. That's another thing for a different day. How many times have you watched Holes
The
since you've
movie
been
is
on?
not as good.
How many
What?
times have I watched today?
Today with Shia LaBeouf?
Or just during quarantine?
It is a fantastic book. I used to teach fourth grade years ago, and it was my favorite novel to teach with the kids. It was so much fun to read together and talk about, and it's a big jigsaw puzzle of a story. You put it all together. Movie's not quite as good. Book is definitely better in that one.
Yeah.
I've never read the book. I've only ever seen the movie.
That's something I got on you.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So today, Mr. File's going to go read Holes. Mr. Murphy's
Yes.
going to redecorate his house. I'm just going to hang out and look at my Star Wars stuff.
and get a new Star Wars hat.
And I will have a new Star Wars hat for tomorrow's video.
Oh no, he's
already done stuff.
he's making too much of a change. She'll notice that right away.
Oh. You guys
Right.
remember where this stuff was?
No,
Uh-oh.
you're gonna have to rewatch the video. Don't make that. Stop
Actually-
making the change. Not that much.
Is this here or here?
That was there
I believe it was.
because you can't have two pictures right next to each other.
That looks good.
She's gonna notice that.
He's going to walk in and be like, what have you done?
Yep.
You're just going to have that guilty look on your face.
Actually, she just texted me. Why did you change that?
There's cameras in there.
There's
Watch out,
cameras.
Mr.
She just knows. A woman's
Stop.
intuition.
Stop touching my stuff.
All right, this has been like the longest episode ever, so I do need to, we should cut it off at some point, otherwise it's
All
going to be like a 12-hour marathon. So, thank you again. Fabulous to see you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.